Good morning, loves. It has been a while, hasn't it? I felt compelled to get up this morning and bring you guys a collective reading. So that is what we are here for. My collective readings are timeless. You will see this when you are meant to see this. And I hope it resonates. Okay. So if you are new here, we're going to get started with clearing out some energy from the singing bowl here. And as I shuffle the first deck, I want you to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, inhaling higher vibrating energies, letting it sit and store in your solar plexus, getting your stomach nice and tight for 3 seconds, and then releasing through the mouth, letting go of all of those lower vibrating energies, releasing everything that you no longer want attachments to, just letting it all go. Excuse me, I am getting over a cold, so my voice is a little rough. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. And like I said, as I start to shuffle the first deck, go ahead and take those deep breaths for me. I will not put a time on this reading. This is collective alignment. These things will happen when it is for the good of your alignment. Spirit is saying that some of you are playing a game of catch-up. Playing a game of catch-up. Feeling like you are making up for lost time. Time is not real, people. Time is a construct made by man and low-key capitalism, if we're being honest about it. So, with that being said, understand that, honestly, time is not linear. You can feel old one year and feel like you're in the prime of your life in the next. So those of you who feel like you're playing catch up or like, you're running out of time, time is a construct. Time is not real. Oof. All right, Spirit, we starting off hitting heavy, huh? All right. We are letting the natural sunlight come through and guide this reading. For the sake of time, I am immediately posting this and will update with all of the deck information later. So if you are seeing this within the first few hours of me posting this, I will have the deck information up in a little bit. It's very early and I like to just go ahead and get this out to you guys. All right. Talk to me, Spirit. What do we have? We have the 7 of Wands. We have the Moon. And we have the 10 of Wands. Again, that concept. Oh, bottom of the deck is the 3 of Coins. Again, this concept of running out of time, it's causing a lot of pressure. It's causing you to feel like you have to do a lot in a small amount of time, and that's simply not the case. Spirit is letting you know that it's time to let go of this anxiety. It's time to let go of this fear. I woke up with the message of trusting your alignment. And if you guys have been following me for the past couple of years, it's definitely something that I try to preach, especially this particular year, is trusting your alignment. Spirit is going to bring you what you need, and you are going to do things based on your alignment, not based on the idea of time, right? And all of the things that you are trying to do, you're going to be able to do so with the confidence you need, but without the fear and anxiety, right? The 7 of Wands is coming in to tell you, you're going to be able to face things head on with the amount of clarity, with the amount of confidence that you're just going to just make way, right? Haters are going to hate. All of the fears and the doubts that you have about yourself, about what other people are thinking of you, about time, it's unnecessary. And it's causing this heavy load. It's causing this pressure. It's causing you to be overwhelmed. Those of you with sensory issues, you're picking up on sounds that are sending you into a tizzy. It's because you are so focused on things that don't matter. It's causing your sensory issues to go into overload. And as somebody with sensory issues, I'm one of those people, right? This is, as usual, a self-drag as well. When you start to focus on and overthink things, it creates, what's the word I'm looking for? Openings. It creates, weak links in the rest of your senses, because your mental state is in a state of anxiety, and so everything else has to overwork and it becomes overloaded, right? So those of you with sensory issues, I need you to pay attention to where you are putting your focus. I need you to understand where your anxieties are coming from, because it is causing breakdowns in the rest of your senses. Some of you are dealing with stomach issues because of the amount of stress that you're putting on yourself. We got to stop that. We got to calm that down. And this message is really coming through. Like I said, it's timeless. So you are hearing this when you were supposed to. But with the bottom of the deck being the 3 of coins, it's okay to reach out for help, to say, hey, I'm having a really tough time here, trying to let go of this anxiety, trying to find ways to really center myself, and it's not working. Right? I have a lot of pressure on myself to get X, Y, and Z done, or to be X, Y, and Z by a certain time, or have a certain amount of followers, have, be in this certain place at this certain time, get this promotion, and it's not working. I'm overloading myself, right? It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to reach out to that life coach, or it's okay to reach out to that friend that has the great advice. Make sure if you're reaching out to that friend that you are also recognizing their energy as well. But it's okay. It's okay to reach out, right? Because it's time to let go of this heavy load. It's time to release that burden. Because again, it even says right here, brink of collapse. This is going to spill over into your physical health. The more that you burden yourself with the construct of time. As we move into a new era, we have to be more aware of our energy and where we put it. The allocation of our energy is, the allocation of our energy is very important right now. So we have the white rabbit, spark of curiosity, spiritual awakening. It's time, heeding the call, right? Dark to light, summer. And then we have diamond. So in looking at these cards, I'm going to do it like this. Okay. So in looking at these cards, right, when we talk about that confidence, when we talk about understanding that time is not real, right, that's when we start to open up the possibilities and really understanding the reason why we feel this passion to do whatever it is we're trying to do, but doing so without the need of fear and anxiety, releasing the fear and anxiety. So this white rabbit, which I love it because we have a 7 of wands and then we also have the 7 here. 7 is the number of spiritual awareness, of spiritual development. So when we start to understand ourselves on a spiritual level, on a mental level, that keen sense of awareness, once we have that, there's a level of like unfuckwittable that happens when we start to understand ourselves more. We start to see things for what they are, and the idea of time, the constraints of time, just simply become a non-factor. Right? Now, when we're talking about time, when we're talking about releasing that fear and that anxiety, some of you started feeling that pressure this summer. Some of you started feeling that pressure as, we started moving into the colder months, getting that sense of, okay, well, maybe I need to get my shit together because it's starting to get colder, and I need to prepare for this and I need to prepare for that. Some of you started to feel this anxiety, started to feel this pressure over the summer, and some of you will find that you will release this energy by next summer or the coming summer. Either way, you need to understand that, yes, I'm getting like 3 different messages right now. Okay. For those of you with seasonal depression, that is where a lot of this is coming from. As you left the winter going into, left the summer going into the winter, you started to feel that sense of anxiety, knowing that the seasonal depression was coming, right? And that's one reason why it'll dissipate when the next summer comes. Makes sense, understandable. But, and you go, guys, I will never tell you not to seek therapy, and not, if you need medication, absolutely take your medication. But one thing that can also help on top of that is cultivating your spiritual awareness as well. So for those of you with seasonal depression, understand that you can still live without the constraints of time, without the constraints of anticipation of seasonal depression. It goes back to the level of spiritual awareness you have for yourself and knowing how to be proactive about it. So for those of you who are feeling that when it comes to the summer, who felt it when it came to the summer, understand that even in the darkness of winter, you can still release the fear. You can still release the anxiety by grounding yourself, by trusting your intuition, by trusting your alignment, right? And then we're moving into the diamond. The moment all of that pressure has been applied, and the moment you finally release all of that pressure, what happens? You turn into a diamond, right? A creative force. You are brilliant, unconquerable. Like I said, that level of unfuckwittable really happens when you let go of that fear, that anxiety, and start to understand yourself. And you're more spiritually aware of yourself. That spiritual, it says invincible spiritual power, right? You are not out of time, because time isn't real. And everything that you want, everything that you are striving for will happen as it is supposed to. Not, I don't even like to say when the time is right anymore, because time is irrelevant. Something that you want that could realistically take years can fall into your lap tomorrow. Time isn't real, guys. Stop putting pressure on yourself for the sake of time. Those of you who have been doing that for years are going to find that the moment that you release the pressure, the timing was already there. All you have to do was stop and let go of the concept of time, that fear, that anxiety, that things have to be done right now, or I need to do this within the next 6 months, or this has to be done by next March. Time isn't real. Bottom of the deck. Now, within a few weeks, things are going to start turning around. And I know you're like, well, time isn't real. What are you talking about the next few weeks? We're starting over in the next few weeks. If you are watching this when I post it, then of course, 2023 is a few weeks away. We're starting over. New beginnings, right? How are you going to change your situation in the next few weeks? You can do it in the next few hours, the next few minutes if you wanted to. How can you become more spiritually aware of yourself to release the burden of time? That's a huge question, right? And it starts with understanding that you are in control of your alignment, not time. Don't give so much power away to time. Those of you who've been following me know how I feel about sovereignty. We hold all of our power. We don't give our power away to anything, and that includes time. Don't give your power away to time like that. You are in control of your alignment. So within the next few weeks, fuck it. Next few minutes, what can you do to pull that power back to you, to release some of the fear, some of the anxiety about trying to catch up, trying to beat the clock, trying to, allow time to rule you? What can you do? I'm gonna let y'all sit with that one. And we're gonna wrap it up with a chakra card. What chakra should we focus on at this time, Spirit? What chakra should we focus on? Sacral chakra. I love this. And even the bottom of the deck is the sacral chakra. I love this. Flexibility. Understanding that you don't have to focus on the structure of time because time isn't real. Be flexible in your allotment of energy. Oh, Alexa, stop. Alexa, y'all, why is she playing me right now? Why she playing me right now? Did nobody ask for all that, girl? Right in the middle of my reading, y'all. And then she clocked me about time management. Again, time isn't real. Be flexible. Be flexible. I can't believe she played me like that, y'all. Anywho, sacral chakra work. Some of you are trying to get pregnant. Some of you are putting restraints on your body for certain periods of time. Some of you are in need of sacral chakra work because there is something tied to that chakra and the concept of time. And it's time for you to revisit that and really think about what's tied to that that's bringing you anxiety, that you have fear over. Some of you may be, okay, this is very specific. Someone is about to be around a family member who has dishonored their sacral chakra. And the closer it gets to that moment, the more anxiety, the more fear that you have tied to it. I want to say to you, and this is a lot easier said than done, but Do not give your power away. Do not succumb to the energy it takes to be in fear, to hide yourself. Do some affirmations over your sacral chakra, guys. Do some womb activations. Listen to binaural beats for sacral chakra work. Take your power back, guys. Take your power back. And I'm going to end it on that note. I love you guys. I'm always rooting for you guys, and sending you all tons of love and light. And until next time, peace.